tinignan ko sa mata yung deadline, tapos sinabi ko, gagawin kita mamaya.
Hindi ako nakarelate eh.
Oo nga pala.
Masakit.
Welcome to Open Mind, the podcast made for e-scholars by the e-scholars. I'm here today with our fellow e-scholars from BAM, Faye Lopez, Joshua Damaala, and Porsche Gutierrez. So, good day, guys. How are you doing?
Doing fine, Chuck.
Hi.
Doing fine, though stressed.
No stress. Okay, but speaking of stress, I'm reminded of the schoolworks that I have to do after this. But I'm excited today because we're going to talk about tips na you can give not only to me, but to other UPOU students. Yung expectations nyo sa sarili nyo nung start, nung bagong student pa lang kayo dito, did it help you cope sa distance learning setup?
Actually, I'm really prepared for online learning kasi even before, parang nakita ko sa sarili ko na mas okay ako na pag nagsa-self-taught lang. Nung senior high school ako, parang magde-discuss yung prof, tapos hindi ko siya maintindihan. Tapos pag uwi ko sa bahay, doon ko siya babasahin ulit. Doon ko siya maintindihan. Sabi ko, mas okay sa akin yung distance learning. So, nung nakapasok ako dito, gustong-gusto ko talaga yung parang own pace, yung nangyayari na pag-aaral. It was easy for me talaga.
Sa akin, ano siya, hindi ko alam na wala palang constantly na magtuturo. Na like, everyday merong online class. Yung expectation ko, nakaset ako doon na, okay, sige, medyo same nung traditional setup, and then, iba lang yung environment ko. Akala ko ganun lang siya. So, nakaset ako na, okay, same as before. Ganito gagawin ko. Sulat pa ako noon nung first year. Sinusulat ko pa lahat ng notes ko. Hindi ko na-absorb sa sarili ko na nasa digital environment ako. So, maybe maganda na digital din yung mga gamit ko. Hindi ko masabing nakatulong yung expectations ko. Kasi ibang-iba siya. Even though I like na I can take my own pacing, parang ang hirap niyang simulan. Lalo if you were thinking about something else.
Follow-up question lang kay Porsche. So, nung una lang ba yun? Or hanggang ngayon you're still adjusting?
Oh, that's what I love about OU. Masakit lang siya nung una. I got into understanding my own learning style. As much as I want to be the type of person na natututo on their own, I'm still the type of person who learns from people. So, I try yung methods ng friends ko, tapos ma-realize ko, the only way pala na na-absorb ko yung mga bagay-bagay is if maganda yung visual representation niya. I'm a visual learner, and I learned that on my own nung nasa OU na. Naturuan ko yung sarili kong mag-adjust. I kind of like it. Okay na ako. Masaya na ako.
Mahirap talaga lahat sa una. Like what you've mentioned, masakit talaga lahat sa umpisa or mahirap. Kasi like what you've said earlier, nasanay ka sa face-to-face setup na may nagtuturo talaga, ganyan, sa lessons. Pero, at the end of the day, and ngayon na-realize mo na, hindi ko pa kasi pala alam yung learning style ko at that time.
Actually, in general, I didn't really have any expectations nung nag-enroll ako sa OU. Like, nag-enroll ako sa OU dahil, I want to be in a university, ganun. So, I really didn't have any expectation when it comes to distance learning setup. Pero nung first sem, doon ko na-realize na parang super hirap pala kasi yung style kasi natin is we tend to, parang sarili lang natin tayo nag-aaral eh. Walang nagtuturo sa atin like you guys mentioned before. So in that part, parang kinda nahirapan ako kasi senior high din, pag mag-aaral kami ng something or ng lesson, I'm always with friends. So parang sanay ako na matututo ako sa isang lesson or isang something topic while discussing it with my friends. Mahirap talaga siya at first. Though ngayon nasasanay na talaga ako.
Sabi mo, na-realize mo lang yun nung first year, di ba? Na ang hirap pala kasi initially wala kang expectations and dun lang nag-sink in. Pero paano ka nag-transition or paano ka nakapag-adjust? Kasi, for example, for Porsche, yung way for her to adjust was to learn or to know what her learning style is. Yung sa'yo, was it talking with your batchmates? What happened or what helped you?
I think talking with my batchmates. Kasi fortunately, nung first sem na yun, nagkaroon agad ako ng 2 friends na makakausap ko talaga or makaka-relate ako. Though yung isa kasi, hindi na siya nag-continue. Parang nag-shift na siya away from OU. So, nakakaano yun. Siguro nakakope lang ako in a way na napag-uusapan ko siya, yung problems na yun, napag-uusapan ko siya with other people na same situation situation as me.
So, that's good. And like the others, as time passed by, nalaman mo naman kung ano talaga yung kailangan mo para maging comfortable ka kahit papaano sa OU. Pero,
Mm.
ayun nga, may two types of students, di ba? Yung crammerist and yung non-crammerist. So, ano kayo doon and paano kayo nakakapag-keep up sa image nyo as either non-crammerist or crammerist?
Ako in between ako. So, mauna kayo.
Actually, ako din, I tend to be in between din. Depende sa mood ko
Diba?
sa, ano na yun, sa SEM na yun. Pag
Tsaka sa
feel ko na
kasama.
yeah, kung feeling ko nasisipag ako, gagawin ko kagad. Pero pag wala talaga ako sa mood, wala akong napasok sa utak ko,
Sorry na
magiging
lang.
crammer ako.
I'm a
Ayun.
non-crammers talaga ever since. Kasi stress ako if like mag-pile up yung mga tasks. Tapos deadline, like as much as possible, gusto ko makapag-submit ako like 3 days before the deadline. Meron akong one time sobrang happy ko kasi parang yung isang submission ng isang assignment is like months before, like end of term. So, nagawa ko siya agad and then parang yung days, parang di ba may nakalagay doon sa submission na parang 3 days earlier.
Countdown, ganun.
Yeah, na submitted earlier. Parang yung, I think I was able to screenshot pa kasi parang 60 something days pa bago yung deadline. Napasa ko na siya. Like,
I think
So,
naaalala ko yun.
diba? So, as much as possible, if yung isang subject, yung isang course, end of the sem, yung deadline, gusto ko siya matapos agad. So, para yung subjects ko na ginagawa, 3 na lang, gano'n, as in, at least naalas ko na yung isa. Most of the time, yun talaga yung tinatry kong gawin. So, feeling ko naman, I mean, based sa mga friends ko, feeling ko, nak-keep up ko din yung reputation ko as a non-crammers kasi advance ko talaga. May mga na parang pagka-post pa lang ng DF nung prof, parang same day reply na rin ako, ganun. So,
Diba?
hindi dahil wala akong ginagawa, pero kasi yung syempre priorities ko pa din yung ACADS. Yung tip ko is, wag kong hahayaan yung isang day na matapos na hindi ako magagawa ng anything related to ACADS. No matter how busy I am, kailangan number one ko siyang gagawin. So, minsan, kapag umabot sa day na parang nakakasabay ako dun sa first post ng prof, ibig sabihin, natapos ko na yung lahat ng ibang ACADS ko. Kaya nakakasabay na ako dun sa isang prof na yun. Diba sa ACADS talaga yung inuuna ko? So, hindi ko alam yung iba kasi parang may mga friends ako na friends and batchmates. Yung ginagawa nila is like, pag wala sila sa mood, hindi sila gagawa ng akad. So, magpa-pile up na yung deadline ng lapit na, ganun sa kakram na sila. So, ako, hindi ko hahayaan talaga yung a day na hindi ako naggawa ng kahit konti. So, yung tip ko dun is do something at least 1%. So, hindi naman everyday parang may brain cells ka to work on something, to think about the essay or ganyan. So, yung ginagawa ko, like, for example, may readings and then may DF. Okay, wala ako sa mood magsulat ng DF. So, for today, at least, basahin ko yung readings. And then, like, tomorrow na lang yun, pag may energy na ako to write the essay, ganun. So, at least 1% doesn't have to be, like, all done agad-agad. In the end, bilis ko na siya matatapos kasi I'm, like, working on the 1% every day. That's the number one tip na I'm doing. That's why I was able to keep up the reputation of being a non-crammer.
Hindi ko pa nakaya yun. 60 days before ng deadline. Parang ang pinakamahaba ko lang ay 20 days. Grabe yung 60 days. Pero gusto ko yung tip na don't let a day slide na wala kang nagagawang something na ACAD related. And may panood akong ganong tip before sa YouTube or nabasa ko siya somewhere. It's a tip against procrastinating. So, for example, if you don't feel like doing anything or something in particular, try mo siyang gawin for just 2 to 3 minutes. And most of the time, tuloy-tuloy na yun. Kasi andun ka na sa mood na yun. So, I think ganun yung ginagawa ni Faye na kahit 1%. May nagsabi kanina, was it Porsche na depende yung procrastination or pagiging crammerist or non-crammerist sa kagrupo or kasama?
Yeah.
Why?
Sa akin,
Or how?
malaking factor siya sa akin. Especially sa courses na like, for example, merong groupings or merong like meetings na kailangan may ibang tao talaga akong kasama. Kasi yung progress ko, magde-depend dun sa mga kasama ko dun sa group. As much as I want na mag-progress talaga, ayokong pilitin na parang ayokong sa akin mag-rely lahat tas parang wala na, ako na lang gagawa. Ayoko nung ganun. Medyo mabigat sa pakiramdam. Kung hindi pa nila trip, uupo lang ako sa gilid nila. Like sa Zoom, ay sa Discord. Like, mag-join ako ng call. Tapos i-remind ko lang, nagawa niyo na ba yung ano? Parang very, very slight na panggagaslight lang na, kasi sa ano na yung deadline nun, di ba? Oo. Di ba magka-group tayo dun? Oo nga pala. Kailan natin gagawin? As much as I rely on other people dun sa ganong factor, like yung pagiging crammer ko, I can't say na sila mismo yung problema. Hindi ako nagiging crammer dahil sa kanila. Naging crammers kami, like collectively. I can't deny na the friends I've had and the friends I still have are really great people na ang sarap lang talagang kausap and kasama. And habang ginagawa namin yung projects, hindi namin namamalayan na, uy, nasa intro pa lang tayo. 12:00 na naman.
It depends din kung yung mga kagrupo mo ay crammerist or hindi. Kasi like what you've mentioned, kapag hindi pa nila ini-start yung isang project or task, parang ayaw mo naman na ikaw yung mag-lead kasi at the end, baka ikaw naman yung magbuhat ng group since walang nag-i-initiate na, diba?
Ako din minsan kasi it really depends in my mood. Kung nasisipagan ako sa araw na to, gagawin ko lahat, isahan. Pag wala, hindi ko gagawin. Or minsan tinatry ko na rin yung tip ni Faye kasi nasabihan niya na rin ako yung dati na in a day dapat may magagawa ako kahit konti. So, yeah, I tend to practice that now. Pinipilit ko
Tama.
sarili ko.
That's a
Ayun.
really good tip though.
Mm-mm.
Good influence naman pala si Faye. Pero yun nga, sobrang effective talaga. And third year na si Faye, so imagine, diba, super consistent. Sana
Sana
all.
all. Oh, sana all.
Faye, may mga requests tayo from our audience to answer this question. What love hacks can you give for the single e-scholars out there?
Yun na yung hack ko kanina sa 1%. Don't look for someone. Parang darating siya if darating siya. I think most of us, hindi ako kasama, excluded ako. Pero most of my friends, parang lagi silang like looking for someone. Diba? Parang Bumble, ganyan, mga dating apps. So, parang lagi tayong naghahanap. Pero the more na hinahanap mo, the more na hindi siya darating. Just wait for it. I mean, if you guys are like, okay, dumating siya and you're both ready. Darating at darating din talaga kayo dun sa point. Wala akong talagang love hack. Sinasabi ko nga dun sa mga friends ko, parang don't recommend people like jumping into like commitments or like relationships. Kasi you're not ready to be ma-open up yung mga traumas mo and triggers mo. Parang wala din eh. Kasi kahit na sobrang healthy nung relationship niyo or like nakikita mo na yung pinaka-green na flag ever, pag hindi ka ready sa sarili mo, it will fail. Just be ready and focus on yourself muna.
Focus on yourself muna and darating naman kasi sila ng pusa. So, sige, hindi na ako magbabumble. Maiiyak na ako.
Yun pala
Pero,
yung purpose na.
I just received this request sa audience, like that question. I don't really know anything. So, if I may ask, are you in a relationship with an e-scholar as well?
No.
Oh, okay. Just curious. Thank you, Faye. I love that. Don't look for it. Hayaan mong dumating. Going back sa tip sa ACAD, we talked about deadlines earlier. So, nagkakaroon ng times na 11:59 p.m. yung deadline. But, merong occasions na 11:59 a.m. yung deadline or 12 noon na akala natin ay 11:59 p.m. Yung ibang students, akala nila 11:59, so hindi pa sila nagpapasa, then nagugulat sila na deadline na pala and hindi sila nakapagpasa ng output. So, naranasan niyo na ba yun? Or how did you deal with it?
Hindi ako nakarelate eh.
Oo nga pala.
Ang sakit.
Except Faye.
Naririnig ko siya na nagpapanik yung mga like yung GC namin pag like papa ang ingay-ingay na kasi ay mali pala hindi pala AM like PM pala so hindi ako talaga umaabot sa 11:59 hindi pa
Anxiety attacks. Wala pa naman ata ako na-experience sa ganyan. Kasi though crameris ako, pero yung cram ko kasi hours or days before eh. Yung parang deadline na 'di ba sa week na yun, gagawin ko na yun parang days before. Though minsan akala ko niyan is midnight yung deadline pero tanghali pala. Pero napansin ko yan, napasa ko na.
Pasa mo na.
Mm.
Oh. So, buti
Bakit ang
naman.
swerte nyo? Very recently, meron akong isang course, ganun yung nangyari, na kaka-release lang ng assignment namin. And then, ang nakalagay, 11:59. So, ako, tinignan ko sa mata yung deadline, tapos sinabi ko, gagawin kita mamaya. Tapos, hindi ko napansin na AM pala siya. A tip from me is to have a good circle of friends. Kahit maging social butterfly ka, just look for the good people or like attract the good people. I personally haven't had yung moment na ako yung naka-realize na, ay, AM pala yung deadline. It's always someone sa friend group namin na babalitaan na lang ako na, uy, te, ganito yung deadline, may gawa ka na ba? Pwede patingin. Tapos sabi ko, ay, umaga ba? Oh my God, matutulog pa lang ako. I was 6 a.m. na nun. Recently, 11:59, merong iba't ibang ways para mag-cope dun. Either magiging matalinong bata ka or masipag na bata ka. All my deadlines, pinipilit kong maging mas masipag kaysa matalino. Mas madali for me na gawin yung task kaysa yung gandahan siya. Within the last few minutes of submitting, mas madali sa akin na like, ma-triple check ko siya. Kaysa naman yung ang ganda ng concept, ang ganda ng idea ko, pero hindi ko na ilatag lahat kasi deadline na pala. One of the few times na naging matalinong bata ako, ang isa-submit lang naman, hindi ko alam kung pwede kong sabihin to, pero ang isa-submit lang naman kasi, link. Ang link kasi, lalo sa Google, pagka binago mo, di ba? Pag binago mo yung content, as long as yung link, iisa lang. Lalabas at lalabas yung content. So, magandang hack siya kung meron kang idea na gustong i-execute na hindi kakayanin within the time frame. Kung pangit, pero para siyang pandaraya. Pero hindi talaga, technically. Kasi ang nakalagay sa portal ko, kulay green yung submission ko. At na-submit ko siya ng maaga.
Okay, get. Thank you for. So, bottom line, para sa iba ay gawin ng maaga. Kung hindi, like kay Porsche, choose the right people. And speaking of that, dahil nga I'm a crammerist, naranasan ko na yung DFs kasi 11:59 yung deadline, di ba? Na-post ko na yung DF, but may times na required din mag-reply. So, wala pa akong reply. Tapos, 11:59 nga, tapos ko na yung mismong, like yung main post. Kailangan mo ng dalawang reply. So, gagawin ko, magko-comment ako, tapos period lang. Kasi may edit mo yun for 30 minutes. So,
Yeah.
nakakapag-cram ako until like 12:29, 12:28. Ganon. Sabi mo kanina, Porsche, na mas okay na mapasa mo ng maaga and ma-triple check mo. Ganun. And that reminds me as a crammerist na siguro kaya ako nagka-cram kasi like may draft na ako days before. Pero gusto ko siyang i-double check hanggang yung mismong deadline.
Diba?
For some reason. So yeah, hindi ko alam. Maybe I'm a mix of both or in denial pa rin ako na crammerist talaga.
Pero
And-
same, it always starts
Diba?
with, yung draft. Pagkabigay nung activity or nung task, i-check mo na. Tapos, gagawa mo na, iisipan mo na ang kalokohan, iisipan mo na ng kung ano yung isasagot mo. Pero in the end, 11:59 pa rin ako magpapasa.
Totoo.
Simply because gusto kong maganda.
So, ayun yung mga ganap virtually. But have you ever experienced something face-to-face related with UPOU? Like, maybe may activities or courses na you had to attend to in person or face-to-face?
First time, last year, we had the opportunity to join the hackathon by Sir Diego Maranan. So, yun. Yun yung first ever face-to-face ko. And yun din yung first time na like ma-explore ko yung Manila. Kasi I'm from Bataan. So, yung first time parang, woo, ito pala UP. So, sobrang saya siya. Pero it wasn't the typical class environment kasi we're in a like creative space na parang you're feel free to do anything. Ganon. So, hindi siya yung parang we went to DICT for straight 2 weeks. Parang face-to-face classes talaga. Pero it's not the typical na may prof and then nakaupo kami mag-take down ng notes. Hindi siya ganun. More of production course kasi siya. So, parang naggagawa lang kami, nagkukutikot kami ng mga kung ano-anong technical stuff and like more on brainstorming, ganun. So, it was really fun kasi being in a like pandemic, diba? Tapos online, lahat. So, parang lahat ng brainstorming, lahat ng usap, lahat ng everything, parang lahat yun online. So, parang being able to have like, what do you call like post-it, yung sticker, papers, and jotting down notes and brainstorming with all of your friends and classmates. It was really fun kasi face to face. Tapos, meron pa yung physical touch na parang pwede mo siyang hampasin. Ang pangit naman ang idea mo, ganyan. Yun kasi yung parang nakakamiss pag online. Parang dito, parang virtual reaction lang or emojis. Parang wala talaga yung gano'n na close tayo. Parang, kasi pag online, parang yun nga. So, parang okay, close tayo, pero we're still like formal, especially in DFs, 'di ba? Parang sobrang formal nating lahat. Pero pag personal pala, pwede rin mo pala silang maging like super close friends. So, yun yung parang ang cool. Once lang mangyayari yung face-to-face namin na yun. It was really fun talaga na such a memorable experience for me. Kasi hindi ko na-expect na magkakaroon ako ng like super close friends just because of that face-to-face classes. I think if like makapag-suggest ako sa USC or like sa mga profs, at least parang siguro mga 1 to 2 days na face-to-face classes or like seminar with all of the people, like workshops dun sa lahat ng classmates mo, it will be really fun.
Tulad nung sinabi mo, pwede mo silang mahampas or something. Pero on a serious note, ma-feel mo kasi yung presence nila and yung vibe nila. And tulad nga din ng isa mong sinabi kanina, masyado tayong formal sa DFs. So, and hindi natin mababasa talaga kung ano yung tone of voice nila habang tinatype nila, yung parang yung tone of voice sa head nila, ganyan. Iba yung interpretation natin. So, yeah, it's also something na I would suggest more face-to-face encounters para din sa growth natin.
I actually had same experience with Faye kasi sabay din kami kumuha ng hackathon and we were in the same group. The only thing that I remember nun is we had the opportunity to, always, kasi ang parang style namin nun pag may face-to-face, sa umaga, nasa DICT kami. Like, we're working on some kind of a project. Then, sa hapon, puro na kami gala or hangout. Think yun yung nakaka-miss from the past nung wala pa yung pandemic, yung nasa high school pa tayo. Meron kayong laging opportunity with your classmates to, have fun or hang out. Yung parang yung sense din na yun is parang source mo din para mabawasan yung stress mo. So, yan, nakaka-miss talaga yun. And I had the opportunity na maranasan din yun sa UP last year.
Aside from those good things na na-mention nyo, mas naging memorable siya since sobrang rare nga ng ganong opportunity sa UPOU.
Ako, I had my photography class last term. We had a workshop sort of thing, a face-to-face class sa headquarters. And it was the first time na I saw more than 10 of my friends in one room na from OU. I've been waiting for that kind of experience like my whole college life. Parang ang tagal ko ng college, pero ayun yung like hinahanap ko talaga sa college. Yung makaka-interact ako with people who are just as creative and enthusiastic as I am. Bonus pa kasi dun yung kilala ko na sila, like bilang mga kabatch ko, kilala ko na, ito yung maganda mag-picture. Or like, ito yung maganda yung pinost nung isang araw, nakita ko yung gandang-ganda ako dito sa yung sayaw niya. Having that kind of experience and being with those kind of people, that was being facilitated by a wonderful professor whose way of teaching isn't yung traditional. Like, he let us collaborate and he let us learn from each other and with each other. Nakakatuwa. As in, nakakatuwa yung experience na nagpunta ako dun for like a photography class. Tapos umuwi akong masaya. Not because, wow, ang dami kong naintindihan sa photography. Pero umuwi akong masaya kasi I met so many great people days before or like the year before. Nakikita ko lang sa screen. Yung learning opportunity with them was much more important for me. Kasi it's so different to see someone in person and talk to them in person na makikita mo talagang, ganito klaseng tao ka pala. Gets, be. Vibe. Gets na gets. Yun din, ang suggestion ko sa profs, same with Ate Faye. Ate Faye, at least 1 or 2 days ng workshop or just to meet the class. Although, yun nga, medyo mahirap since 100 students or so. I'm glad na there are profs. Tulad ng prof ko nun. Actually, ginagawa niya hanggang ngayon. Na meron siyang tinatawag na pilot group or yung volunteer group na nagiging focus. Tas kami yung nagkakaroon ng opportunities to meet each other.
Tulad ng sinabi mo kanina, ibang-iba yung makilala mo sila virtually and personally. So, when the time comes na nakita mo na sila in person, parang, uy, tao pala to. Totoo ka pala.
True. May legs
Parang
pala
ganon.
siya.
Ganito pala yung boses niya, yung ganon. Pero, a while ago, yung initial part ng pag-uusap natin, you guys said na it took some time for you to adjust to distance learning or to virtual learning. So, ano yung na-feel nyo nung biglaang, ay, may pa face-to-face, tapos back to virtual learning na naman? Ano yung tip na mabibigay nyo sa ibang student? May time na pwede palang mag-iba biglang may face-to-face na course, ganyan.
Actually, I was like just excited. It's like counting days pa before the start of my face-to-face classes. Na alam na natin sa sarili natin na this is an online class. So, most of the time it will be online. So, pag nung naisip ko, oh my God, may face-to-face. Parang once in a lifetime lang talaga yun. So, parang once mo lang siya may experience. Bukod sa super excited, parang kailangan seize the moment kasi hindi siya araw-araw na mangyayari. Like Porsche na, oh my God, ang saya na ma-meet lahat. At the same time, I think it's a really good thing. Paminsan-minsan na face-to-face classes compared to like full online class lang. Before, way back, like senior high school, parang everyday papasok ka. Tinatamad tayo pumasok, honestly. Ang weird na kapag pala na iba yung setup, kapag pala naging online siya everyday, dun ka tinatamad sa online. So, pag merong something na unique na, oh my God, mag-face-to-face ako, mag-travel ako somewhere, parang, ooh, like, just makes my heart, ooh. Pero hindi siya mahirap actually, na parang face-to-face tapos bukas online ulit. Like, now that I'm third year, it's still fun for me na I'm still looking forward kapag even may like OU meetup, ganyan. So, masaya pa din ako. Like, something I'm still looking forward. Lagi. Na kasi nga, parang nakatatak na talaga sa utak ko, sa puso ko, sa lahat na online classes ako. Na sometimes na pag nag-OU meetup, I have to bring my laptop pa to work on other online classes. Parang ganon. So, part na talaga siya. Parang hindi na siya maaalis na online student ako. Ganon.
And I think it also stems from the fact na we take things for granted. Like, yung sinabi mo kanina nung face-to-face pa, parang nakakatamad. Tapos nung online, hinahanap naman natin yung face-to-face. Pero, ayun nga, tulad nung sinabi mong tip, just enjoy.
I think same goes with Faye lang. I didn't have any kind of adjustments kasi yun nga tulad ng sabi ni Faye, yung style of learning natin dito is more on online lang. So, sanay na tayo sa online na nakakasawa na hindi lamang natin nakikita physically yung mga classmates natin. So, I think just get the opportunity na parang to spend time with your friends, I think.
Okay lang yan. Pero I think yung point mo, same kay Faye na enjoy lang and take mo lang yung opportunity if andyan.
Oo.
Ako kasi iba yung experience ko. It was one day, and I'm from Marikina. So, to go all the way to HQ, talagang ang preparation namin was weeks before. And going there, I had to wake up ng parang 2 a.m. to prepare para I can leave the house by 3 or 4 ata nun. Yung biyahe pa papuntang HQ, it was tiring. Yung sa personal experience ko, I had to adjust pa. Never kong naisip na papasok pala ako sa school tapos yung isang araw na pagpasok ko, ang kapalit pala nun 3 araw na pahinga ko. Never kong inisip na aabot ako sa ganun. When it becomes an opportunity, it becomes special. Even if once or twice lang ako makipag-meet up with my classmates for face-to-face classes, sobrang worth it and sobrang special para sa akin nung araw na yun. I will schedule everything around that day. Importante na sa akin na, online nga pala ako. Gusto ko rin makakita ng tao ulit. Tapos parang, to meet these kind of people, this is what I love about OU. OU is just filled with so many great people and so many good people. Like, I have not met anyone na parang pagkakita ko palang gusto kong dunggulin or gusto kong sapakin. Wala pa akong nami-meet na ganun. There's always something good or something remarkable about the people here. Ang sarap lang makipag-collaborate and ang sarap lang makipag-usap sa tao. Tapos, to have the opportunity to do that face-to-face. Parang, I am honored, pre. Umupo ka lang dyan, tititigan kita. Grabe, may legs ka pala.
Totoo. So, bottom line, i-enjoy lang talaga natin. And kung kaya, i-grab talaga yung opportunity na ma-meet yung iba in person. Especially at this point, you know na minsan lang, ganun. And yet, I think it also depends on us. You know, if we join orgs or if we initiate a meetup with our batchmates or schoolmates. Pero ayun, all of your tips were really helpful. And before we end this podcast or episode, are there any final tips na not only for freshies, but also for UPOU students in general? Like any final tips?
I think this is also the same as the 1%, where I think it's called 1, 2, 3. Don't have the energy if you're not motivated enough to do something. Just count 1, 2, 3 and then start doing it. Works for me. I hope it works for you guys. This is very practical. If there's something wrong, kasi diba like most of our profs, minsan hindi naman sila nag-dedicate ng time to like check your grades, ganyan. So parang bigla na lang siya nandun sa AIMS. Like, sa student portal. So parang sa side mo, parang wala tayong opportunity or the chance to check na, hala, bakit ganito yung grade ko? Ganyan. Ano ba yung grade ko dun sa mga assignments or tasks, activities, ganyan. So, I think if you think na hindi enough or may something wrong dun sa grade mo, don't be afraid to email your prof. Kasi it happened to me like twice na parang mali yung nabigay na lang grade sa akin. Pero syempre, ask politely na like, can I get a breakdown of my grades? Ano po yung grade ko per activities, ganyan. So usually naman, most of the time, nagre-reply sila. And when they respond, they will check your grade. So like, minsan nagsasorry pa sila na parang, my mistake na mali pala, parang yung nabigay sa akin yung sa kasunod ko. So may mga ganon. At least, 'di ba? If you don't think that's enough for you, like hindi ito yung grade na deserve ko or something. Don't forget to ask. Parang it's okay. Parang take your chance kasi kapag hindi mo tinanong, forever siyang tatatak sa utak mo na bakit ganito lang yung grade ko sa specific course na to. Sometimes it works, sometimes no. Baka yun talaga yung para sa'yo. Pero at least, diba, tinry mo na i-check kung ito talaga yung deserve na grade ng effort na binigay mo.
Aside nga dun sa 1, 2, 3 method, yung pagkuha ng breakdown ng grades, it's something na I only learned this year. Pero yeah, it's something na I wish I applied sooner kasi nakakatulong siya. And like what Faye mentioned, don't be afraid to ask. Most of the time, I think, hindi nabibigyan masyado ng pansin yung breakdown ng grades or baka nga may mistake. Tapos once i-check nila, ay, mas mataas pala dapat yung grade mo. So, yeah, that's also something na I would tell my freshy self para nung una pa lang.
Lalo na sa mga parang freshman pa lang, first take care of yourself, I think. Tapos, like kung nakikita mo yung friends mo is parang tulad ni Faye, like my own experience na lagi na nagpo-post, parang wag mo i-down yung sarili mo na, hala, sila nagagawa nila, ako hindi pa din. Like, nai-stress ako, ganyan, napipressure ako. Parang wag mo isipin yun. Like, basta magawa mo lang yung gagawin. Like, do your best. Like, kahit maging cramerist ka man or maging non-cramerist ka man, basta wag mo i-down sarili mo. Kasi, actually, parang personal experience ko din to lately eh. Na masyado ko din dinadown sarili ko na lahat ng mga friends ko, parang ang ganda-ganda ng quality na magawa nila. Like, nakakapasa sila agad. Like, ako naman, tinatry ko naman best ko, pero bakit hindi ko magawa ganun? Try to focus more on yourself. Like, don't feel pressure and try to work more on your own personal growth. Wag mo i-compare yung sarili mo sa iba.
And not all students are mentally prepared na gawin yung akad. Sometimes it's not really about the mood anymore. Pero for example, if may problem sila sa buhay, ganun.
Oo.
So yeah, we should not compare ourselves.
One thing that has really helped me throughout my college, umabot siya hanggang ngayong second year, and I think people say na this is something remarkable about me. Hindi ko gets, pero it works. Be excited and stay excited about yourself and about everything happening to you. This is self-paced naman. And maybe for the first time in our lives, or at least for me, it's finally all about me. And ang pinaproblema ko and what I'm excited about is myself. When you're excited about yourself, you see things get better for you. No first year, I was scared na parang, Ash, bakit ganito? Bakit ganito yung nangyayari? Hindi ito yung expectations ko. Tapos, na-realize ko, I'm not really scared. I'm just excited, and some of my expectations were just not met. So maybe if I stay excited about myself this time, maybe I can work on things my way. Staying excited about myself and about the things happening around me got me to work on myself better. I learned kung ano yung mga bagay na gusto ko, ano yung mga bagay na ayaw ko, what things work for me, what things don't work for me. Essentially, I'm happy with myself. Sa online setup, that's one of the most important things to have, yung happiness and satisfaction. Apart from self-paced, you get to know what you want. Like, ang dami kong assignments na sinisingitan ko ng sarili kong agenda na like, to the point na nakagawa ako ng sarili kong online persona, which I've been planning to do for a while now. Alam mo yun, na-fulfill ko yung academic requirements ko while being fulfilled with myself din. Sobrang dami kong nagawa because I stayed excited about things and about myself na everything just fell into place. And I'm sure sa incoming freshies and sa freshies ngayon and for everyone naman, I think everything will fall into place naman.
I love that message na it depends on us then talaga whether we'll enjoy this journey or not. Kasi for others, parang dinedepende nila dun sa mismong system, ganyan, or with other people. Pero at the end of the day, depende talaga sa mindset natin or how we would make something feel or look excited. So, yeah, thank you, Faye, Joshua, and Porsche. And I love this episode. I think it was very productive kasi this is something na, for example, if we have a listener or a viewer who's struggling, who feels alone, then this is a really great help. Or even to those viewers or listeners na, this will serve as a reminder to them. So thank you so much sa insights nyo. And super productive talaga. And yeah, thank you for joining us. And to our viewers and listeners, thank you so much to listening or for listening to Open Mind. Kung naintriga ka, tara na and subscribe to the podcast. Thank you.